just for a minute. Close your eyes for a second.
Hi guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Oh my god, I actually thought the UN keeping force had simmered or settled things between Dorit, Kaale and Sutton. I'm wrong. Take it back. It's gone full throttle. And how rude can these ladies be? I mean, over caviar, they still had a reason to not get along. We're going to get into the specifics of this particular episode. First things first though, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, and sharing this channel with your friends. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Go through my playlist. There will be something that will keep you locked in here. With that said, let's just get into the recap of episode 10. Before we get into the major event, and that was the caviar catastrophe, okay? I would like to say that it appears Kaale has got a change of heart with regards to her ongoing separation between her and Mauricio. And now there's something interesting that happened at the end of this particular episode, which we're going to get into. However, she was having a conversation with her therapist, and in this particular session, you could see she was very vulnerable. She had to express her fears about the fact that she's at a standstill. She feels like she cannot move on for the fear and hope that maybe Mauricio might want to work things out. And now she's sort of feeling left behind because Mauricio has sort of moved on, moved into a new place, furnished a place, and she is still, unsure of exactly what's happening. I guess the therapist was like, well, these are the hard questions that you need to answer for yourself, and maybe at some point have this conversation with Mauricio to find out where you're going. And I think he did encourage her to get out there and see what's out there. But I don't know. Like I said, this is quite confusing. This separation, it's very, very, very hit and miss for me. However, now at the end of this particular episode, it was revealed that Mauricio was caught in Europe having a past session with a young hottie. Now, I think the specifics of this is because of the way the photo was captured. We do know that Mauricio went to Europe with his daughter Posha. So I don't know if it was on this trip or Posha came back and they are on another trip, but it does seem like it's this trip with the daughter Posha that has ignited this salacious photo that came out. We're going to talk about it in episode 14, but I just want to point out, what do we think? I mean, isn't Mauricio allowed to move on? I mean, they're separated and officially there's nothing confirmed if they're going to come back or stay together as a married couple or figure things out or just, file for divorce. We don't know. So should we have our tongues wagging because he's caught with his pants down, I would say? I really don't think so. It's up to Kaale to move on, or should I say decide for herself what's next following this particular public humiliation, I would say. Now, Jennifer Tilly, we haven't seen in a few episodes. I think 2-3 episodes, we sort of missed Jennifer Tilly. The episode with Augusta and the trip to Augusta, Jennifer wasn't part of this particular trip. And I was surprised because Jennifer Tilly is Sutton's sort of best friend. And so for her not to accompany the ladies to Augusta, I was like, But we did eventually find out that she was away in Europe attending the Dolce & Gabbana runway show fashion event. And so she's back home and decided she's going to organize a caviar get-together. She called it Caviar or Caftan, Caviar and Caftans. Okay, I think that was the tag for this particular launch date event amongst the girls. Now, while she was organizing this, we did see Sutton paying her a visit to the particular location, Caspia, somewhere in Beverly Hills, and this was where Sutton obviously recounted the event that happened at the 4th of July over at Dorit, where she walked off. Now, it wasn't quite clear as to what Jennifer's opinion was with regards to the event. We do know that Sutton is highly, highly irate seemingly settled about how it ended for her, and I and I felt there was going to be some type of confrontation. I did not think it would be at the caviar and Caftan. I mean, Jennifer is a very expensive lady. She lets us know that she's going to be ordering the most expensive caviar on the menu. And you would think, given how diamond these women are, it would be a prim and proper event. You know what I mean? Like elegant, classy. It was anything but that. All thanks to Sutton. Now we move over to Bozoma before we get to the event proper. Bozoma is still sharing her fertility journey. This time she has a fertility doctor come through to her place with Kinley present, and they did an ultrasound to find out how many follicles or eggs she got left. Apparently she got, a few, for her age, which is quite significant. And I am not sure where they are at with this particular journey. Safe to say that she is hell-bent on having a baby for Kinley. Now, Kinley, on the other hand, he doesn't look that enthused. It is more Bozoma that is excited to have a baby than is Kinley. But again, men are not exactly emotional when it comes to things like this. So it could be I could be the one projecting. You know what? I don't know. We're just gonna leave it there, and we are still gonna be following this particular journey because it looks from the looks of things, she's not pregnant currently, off the show, because show had aired a few months back and she's not pregnant, except they did take the other route, which is surrogacy. But we're going to find out. Bozoma is sort of an open book here, so there will be more revelation, in the coming episodes. Now, let's get into the caviar event. So Jennifer arrived. She was the first to arrive with her beautiful blue kaftan, and next up was Erica, which I loved her in red. I've never seen her in kaftans before. Kaftan is a very traditional Middle Eastern African attire, but again, these ladies make it look very elegant. Next up was Gazelle, and the next group that came in was Kaale, Sutton, and a friend of Kaale. Kaale's sister Katie and Faye, who's meant to be Kaale's friend, were in attendance, as well as the last to arrive. I think Bozoma came in sometime in the middle of this. The last to arrive was actually Bozoma and Dorit. Yeah, they were. Now, quite frankly, you would think that given the fact that there were other guests there, Sutton and Dorit would sort of hold the peace just for the night. No. It just turned to chaos very quickly because I think Sutton started by ordering water. And again, Dorit took a dig at the fact that she was ordering water, alluding to the fact that is she ordering water because of the incident that happened at her house on the 4th of July? And I think that stirred Sutton up because she was really riled up. And before you know it, they didn't even have the first course through. And Sutton decided to money shame this woman, like washed her to shred. Apparently, allegedly, Dorit's house is in foreclosure, and obviously there's money troubles that has been alleged as a reason for her current separation from PK. We don't know the dates, but from what Sutton said, it does seem like there might be some truth to this. Allegedly, guys. Very quickly, Sutton was trying to drive home the point that, she wants Dorit to leave her alone. Okay? Dorit was, why you walked out of my event? Yeah, they went back and forth. And before you know it, Sutton said, maybe you should back off me a little bit and find someone that fits your wallet or fits your tax bracket. In that word, or not so much in that word, but it was quite close. And I think you could hear a pin drop in that particular setting, and it was outside. It just descended to chaos from then on because Sutton sort of had the oomph, went on, kept going. I don't think Dorit had a word in. The ladies sort of tried to come in between to maybe lessen the blow because Sutton was not going to stop with her money, should I class? I'll call it class shaming. She pretty much said, you're not part of our clique because you don't have the bank balance to match. Wow. I don't know. If these are your group of friends, Dorit, you might have to reconsider because it's quite sad, I would say. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, you're meant to be in a rich franchise. That's the richest of the richest, the Beverly Hills housewife. They're meant to be top of the class. And here you are, they're still ranked. There are some that are ranked at the bottom of the food chain. At the end, there was no resolution here because we saw Dorit, deflated and eventually walked off. Now, Kaale chased after her to try and just simmer or calm her down or just let her know that all hope is not lost. She could have a one-on-one with Dorit. Now, is this likely with Sutton? Is this going to happen anytime soon? I don't know. And would there be a resolution or an outcome following a one-on-one sit-down? Who knows? Because Sutton did hit below the belt with this particular class shaming and money shaming. It pretty much just seemed like there's no coming back from here. I don't know, guys. This is where it ended. I had already mentioned that following this particular scene, we saw the photo that leaked in Europe of Mauricio kissing or pashing a young girl who was sort of belly clothed or belly, I don't know, but was it belly legal? We don't know. The photo was a bit blurry, but I guess this is where we're going to be getting into the swing of things because we did see Erica on a FaceTime with Kaale trying to discuss the photo that just leaked and where she's at and if she saw it coming. And what she thinks, basically. I guess Erica will be offering her a bit of a shoulder to cry on in these particular times because, it's one thing to know that your partner is unfaithful. It's another when it's now for the public to dissect and, should I say, have an opinion on your relationship or lack thereof. So that's it, guys. So much to talk about in the next episode. That's if Kaale is going to address it because she has always been one to evade these personal questions with regards to what Mauricio is and what Mauricio is not doing. So it remains to be seen where they go from here. But thank you so much for watching. And again, please don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in my next commentary. You are deserving. Don't forget that. Stay safe and be focused.